Alright, so here we go. I don't know what I'm doing here today. Something, I guess. No, maybe. Maybe. Probably. So, the first step of this, day, I kind of wish I could collect all these with one click. I'm gonna have so many suburban houses at some point. I will upgrade this one to level 5, why not? Need, I will need to get the, what's it called? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So the sound may or may not be having an issue today. Yeah. Alright, so the game audio is gonna be mixed today. Because yes. Now let's remove these sandworms. Why not? Why not? Put some. Okay, what else do I want here? I'll put one of these back here, yeah. So it will be a little bit weird to not have the, like, game audio going. And I still hate that the UI here disappears every time the enemy attacks. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. If I knew what I was talking about, I would what I was talking about. So yeah. Got some flame damage. Unfortunately, the bonus SP event, no, it wasn't an event, it was more like a bug, has been ended. So yeah, that's a so yeah. I don't know what else. Actually, let me see if I can fix the audio here real quickly. Because it was being weird earlier, but maybe it's like no, it's still not responding. Okay, cool. Thank you, software. I do appreciate that. Like the game is playing audio. I hear the audio, but the audio is not audible in the recording somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. You can just imagine the audio playing if you so desire to do so. Yeah. Okay, so what was I gonna do today realistically? I was going to make the lightning troopers. I was going to, maybe do a bunch of naval combat. But naval combat also kind of sucks, and I kind of hate doing battles ever since they did the thing where they made all the stuff. Like, I think I already demonstrated it in the Sandworm fight, but when an enemy attacks, this thing disappears, and I really hate that for some reason. Like, I really just hate it. I don't know why I hate it so much, but I just do. Like, it's like an inexplicable hatred almost. It just makes the battles less enjoyable, in my opinion. And that is a bad thing. Because if you don't enjoy the battles, then you're kind of not enjoying most of the game. And I wish we had more SP. I really don't like. Alright, it's time to do naval. Suck it up and suffer. I hate doing naval, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not the sort of thing that I enjoy. I mean, some people can enjoy naval. That's on them if they enjoy it, if you enjoy it, then you enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it much, then you don't enjoy it much. I just find it pretty annoying, the minuscule amount of SP you get off of, pretty much all the naval battles. Except for a few select naval battles that are actually, good SP. Most of them are pretty terrible SP. Like they're 3 units, 4 units. Luckily, that did manage to two-shot the destroyer there. Got another of the same battle. And of course, since the formation is in a worse formation this time, it'll take more turns to to win because, that's how it goes. It always takes more turns when the enemy is in a bad formation. Not quite a one-tap. It would be nice to be able to one-tap, like, these more, medium-tier ships. All that for 400 SP. It's not even as much SP as a Bigfoot country battle. That's maybe what I really take issue with there, is that, it's technically SP, right? Let's see, let's go, I'm gonna go look here. Yes, of course there's nothing there. Why would there be anything there? I killed it, like, but 1 day ago or whatever. This takes so long to actually get anywhere on the combat. Ah, yes, of course, the classic 300 damage crit shot. There's only a few formations that like are really good for the triple strike here. Because those specific formations that are good for the triple strike, I love those formations. Those formations are best. I mean, sure, they're also kind of the worst because you have like 12 different power boats on them, but you know, I still take it, or I'll still take it over formations where they have, you know, 0 triple strike potential. Because some triple strike potential is better than 0. 0 ends up with having to use several more broadside attacks, and then you kind of suffer. I mean, as is, I don't like the flat formation here for these guys. It does force broadside attacks. And the broadside attacks are kind of annoying as in that they don't do the full amount of damage to 2-tap the unit, like ever, unless they happen to crit, but you know, if they ever crit. Okay, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna couple of start off with that, and then I can use the other attack on the other two. And then I'll see the minuscule amount of SP bar move. Yeah. I wonder why that's even allowed. Oh, double Shadow Force. Oh, hey, look. There is actually Naval Bosses alive today. I might as well do those. Now, even though they won't give any real SP bonus compared to regular battles, there's still something to do, and they're less annoying, or less, I don't know, boring? What's a good word for it? They're more likely to be interesting than uh, dying inside when you don't 2-tap or when you don't 1-tap or 2-tap a weak little boat that's supposedly, you know, not very strong or whatever, but you know, can obviously survive multiple battleship barrages right to its face. Because that's just the way it goes, you know. I don't really know what I'm doing. Or saying, I mean. Please stop critical hitting submarines. I'm serious here. Please stop critting. Or just keep doing infinite damage. I mean, that works too. Dreadnought, please don't crit. Yeah, never mind. Too much to ask for. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes, exactly. Alright, let's see which sub is gonna obliterate me first. That one is. So watch, it's not gonna one-shot it. It's gonna just barely leave it alive. Because why would it one-shot it when it could, you know, just barely leave it alive? Its average damage is 450 per attack. Or it should average 450 per attack. but it doesn't because the sub has like a bunch of resistance to a specific damage type. Yeah. Okay, what am I doing here? I'll use the tentacles like always. Things like always. Just rearrange the formation a bit. Now what I could do is I could put an extra tentacle and use one less boy. But would that make any real difference? No, it would not. It would literally make zero difference whatsoever. Because in the end, 3 tentacles is enough to fully function on a cycle, and 3 ironclads is enough to fully function on a cooldown. Which means all I have to do is, as always, win. Which shouldn't be too bad because, I'll only lose all my naval steel stuff if I lose. So, that means I've got to win. There is no alternative. No other choice. No other uh, outcome. Well, except like, death, but no one actually wants to die or lose or whatever. So clearly I should just fine. Time for the acid any turn now. The acid is going to be devastating. Because the acid is going to wipe out at least one ironclad, if not multiple, or all 3. Now, if the tentacles don't get to it first, they sure are hitting that clad for all they've got. It's too bad the game music audio is bugged out this time around, because it's like, it makes for good background music or whatever, or, talking over, and it just doesn't work or something, doesn't get picked up. Alright, so I'm thinking, only a couple more hits here until victory. Would have been nice if the tentacle had focused on the buoy that was not having a boat behind it. And there we go. Death. Yeah, that's exactly what I was expecting to happen, because that's exactly what happens. Alright, is this gonna survive, or am I gonna have to... Yeah, okay. 8 skulls and 8 teeth. Not really that great. Minus 4,000, 5,000 steel. Got some other stuff here, like the Sandworm salami. Almost to the 2,000 wimp mark, which might be a good thing to... I mean, that's the point I'm gonna stop on wimps at. Do I have to build another chemical storage? I probably should. Because when plasma production comes around, I'm gonna be eating through all of that. But is 420 of it enough? I feel like 420 of it is enough. I've got so many storages at this point. Got 8 of them. That's, 8 times 4. That's, 32 population tied up in chemical storage. And I still got nothing to spend them on, really. Still got nothing to spend them on, really. Yeah, I don't know about that. It's kind of a thing, but it's an okay thing because I think I know what I'm doing. Alright, back to the ocean. Now for some slightly less annoying combat, perhaps. I'll bring an ironclad out here too. Bring the ironclad and use it for something. They land the last hit. Which that would be a good idea, right? Landing the last hit. Not quite, though. See if I can take out those, which won't happen. Okay, cool. Blast this thing. One tap it, fortunately enough. Take this one out, too. And still only, not even 1,000 SP, though. It hurts. It hurts, man. I want more SP. I need more SP, but where am I going to get more SP? Out here in the middle of the naval ocean. You know? It's an SP drought. But there's water everywhere, and not a drop to drink. Something like that. I don't know what I'm even saying. Come on, just kill the unit already. Kill the units already. Please, game, I beg of you. It's not gonna kill the unit in the back. It didn't kill the unit in the back. Why? Of course it wouldn't kill the unit in the back. Why would it? Why would it ever allow me to use one less attack for an entire battle when it could make me use twice as many attacks for no reason at all? It's always doing this. Always like this. And I kinda don't like that. This, sure, why not? Yeah, the M10s on the enemy team are gonna need to be hit with some major firepower to bring them down to size. And that thing survived, of course it would. Of course it would. Watch, this thing's gonna survive again. Yeah? No? Okay. It didn't. It actually didn't survive this time. That's really nice. Finish that off. Do this. There's only one final attack that needs to be done. Bet you know what I'm gonna do. Exactly. That's what I was gonna do. Got this formation, which is arguably kind of annoying, but whatever. All we gotta do here is hit the double strike on boats using the triple strike ability. And hope that manages to kill them. Which it kind of didn't in that case, but whatever. Bring it down to the same cost. Maybe this attack will do enough. It does, okay. It did do enough. That's good. And the infamous submarine, which will proceed to not get one-tapped, or somehow will because it's somehow less durable than the submarine in the Dreadnought boss fight. Imagine that. Okay, bring that down to half. Hit with a triple. I think right here I'm going to use the broadside. Didn't quite do enough, but I guess I will use another broadside. How about that, game? How about that? An SP payout, 718. And, I don't know, I don't... Naval SP is such an annoyingly slow sort of thing. And talking over all of it, too, it's even more annoying, if I'm gonna be honest. It's even more annoying. Because I have to somehow commentate for something I hate doing. And, no one wants to really hear commentation of, oh man, I hate this. Oh man, I really hate this. Man, I really kind of hate this thing. Why would I be doing this? I'm forcing myself to do this here, so why would I be doing this? You get the picture. You get the picture. It's a pretty clear cut sort of picture there. Forgotten just how terrible regular naval SP could be compared to like the cheese that was available for like 10 minutes. So in those 10 minutes, I managed to farm up, 20,000-ish or more SP on some naval units. That's just, that's like 2 whole days worth of naval SP farming done in a fraction of the time and with a fraction of the battles and all that. Doesn't even help. It doesn't help that somehow the naval units get the highest SP costs overall in the entire game as well. Like, why would you take and create like such a limited source of SP, right? Like imagine this, right? Let's say you're working at Z2 or something back in the day, and what you're doing is you're setting up these units that can cost 2 or 1.5 to 2 million total SP to get to max rank. And then, because Bigfoot Country exists, and it's too good, too powerful, What you do instead is you create an entirely different combat scenario. Base it around boats. You base it around only M10s, really, because all the other types of boats are kind of just trash, comparatively speaking. And then on top of that, what you do is you know, make it so that even battles at level 65 give, 400, maybe, sometimes 500 SP on average for the majority of the naval combat. And then you know what you do? You get awarded Employee of the Year, because that is such a devious and that's such, that's sure to make people, I don't know, spend more nanopods or whatever. So that makes you Employee of the Year there or something. And then later on, once the entire player base hates naval combat, suddenly your Employee of the Year badge is removed, and it's given to, I don't know, someone else. I'm making up an entirely fake scenario here, and I don't know where to go next with it. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Anyways, we got the another down. Now, do I want to do the full? How long have I been recording now? Let me look at recording thingy. 32 minutes. I think. I mean, I don't think I need to record much longer. I'm not feeling like recording much longer. I'll just leave my stack of Raider Scouts here on the what are these things called again? It's not. I can't select them. Okay, well, on those things, the oil tanks or whatever, I'll leave the stack of Raider Scouts on them, and I will disperse into the realm of somewhere else. Goodbye.